previous episode. That's halfway through 100.
I just think about you know what I mean? You may. And just like that. That wasn't supposed to come in like that.
Sure it was. Y'all don't know what he planning. What a week, though. Oof.
What's the deal?
Yo.
Week, though. Crazy confirmation. Cold in the courts.
What's do, man? What's do, man? What's do, man?
Fat phase on lie.
He sure was.
You a fat phase on lie.
Sure was. Found out that was all right.
What's the deal, my guys?
Oh, man. You know, man. You see what time it is.
Man, I'm trying to learn how to. Boy, what is wrong with Diddy, man? I can't even.
Drusy Wooski.
I can't even intro the show.
What episode is this? Where are we?
This is. All right, hold on.
Let's try it.
We gotta come in right, man.
Oh man.
Got to come in right.
Did he make it messing it all up?
Oh, Diddy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
this is episode 104.
104.
Stats and facts. The weed is really good this week. It is.
Brought to you by Ganja.
It's stats and facts. I'm your host. We got a little frequency somewhere. I think that's me. But I'm your host, Drusky Wilski, the bottom beard.
Yo, what's up, man? This your boy E.
And it's me, as always. I'm here, Tony. That's it.
All right, maybe. I don't know. We're getting a little weird feedback, but maybe I'm just having a telekinetic moment right now.
It's a little something, but
It is.
uh,
It sounds like we're going into like another orbit or something.
It's the fan. It's picking up the fan.
Oh, all right. When I'm bugging. All right. So that just makes just makes for a good intro. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll get past that because that was silly of me.
Yeah.
Like I said, the weed is really good, and that's where I'm at. We really didn't talk about Diddy for a lot on the show. Okay. We got in here. We started talking about parenting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a little bit of Kendrick. No man, a little bit of Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't not like us. Yeah. But
But what done happened now?
oh my God,
What done happened now?
this is not. All right, we gonna get straight to it because we won't be here for a while, but like a long time. Just to go around the room to open up the conversation.
Yeah.
From everything where we're at right now, I had a different conversation. I had a different question before. Is he going to jail? Do anybody think he's just should be in handcuffs? Like, what is going on?
so you asked me this question off screen maybe about 3 weeks, a month ago. Asked me this question. I told you I couldn't answer it.
Mm-hmm.
And now, the reason why I told you I couldn't answer it at the time, I'm like, yo, it's not enough out there. I'm like, I'm not just going to accuse the man when there ain't no information out there. I'm not going. It's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. Now, yo, we got evidence.
So it was the hearsay is out the door. Hearsay
is out the door. Like it ain't he say she say no more. Now we got physical proof. So
And
the only problem with this physical proof is like I'm not in the judicial system. I don't know how it worked, but I do know that Cassie had that as a part of her case when she got the settlement. And you can't do double jeopardy.
Okay, hold on.
but
Let's hold on.
that's the difference, though.
I don't mean to hit the air horn, but I did mean to hit the air horn. How do you know this is coming from her? You're saying that she has to be the person to release this information.
Nah, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, so in that realm that you're talking about, if that information hits the light of day and it ain't got nothing to do with her, and she's somewhere in wherever city she's in, chilling, and then I hit the press. Okay, yeah, she's in the video, but I don't. First off, I don't own the building. I don't own the security.
And that shows you the deep part. That's what I wanted to get into.
Nah, it don't matter. It don't matter. This part I do know. It
So
don't.
then you think she orchestrated it to come out?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So how,
No, you're not hearing what I'm trying to say.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying is I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna give another scenario, just so you can understand what I'm saying. Let's say, I'm gonna say hypothetically, I stole a car.
Okay.
I stole a car, and the person's car that I stole, they said, yo, he stole my car. We get to court, I'm sitting over there saying I didn't steal your car. The person is saying I did steal his car. Somehow, some way, I get proved innocent because he didn't have enough evidence to prove that I stole a car. Now, later on, somebody else finds a video. Let's say it was
Somebody's Ring camera.
Yeah, somebody's Ring camera, and they got a video of physically seeing me still in that car. It don't matter no more because I already got tried for that situation and was proven innocent. They can't bring that situation to court no more. Period.
No.
Point blank.
But the difference is that would be in a civil case because she was doing a civil lawsuit. If during that thing you were doing, you caused damages to other things and did things that would now be criminal, where the state could go after you, I think is the point you're making, is that now that these things are viewed, because a cop and because the authorities have now seen you're assaulting someone, we have to make you accountable, not regardless of who the person is. Let's say that wasn't even Cassie in the video. They're saying that what Andrew was saying, or what I think the question is, the fact that it is now proof that this is what he did. If it was another person, like they say, you don't even. They ask you, do you want to press charges sometimes? Whereas other times they say, oh no, we don't even have to ask you that because we're pressing the charges. We saw what happened. So in this case,
the thing is no, and that's what I'm getting at. Like it's still the same situation. They can't charge him with the same charge twice.
no, they wouldn't be.
No, listen.
She would charge him
It's
that
not
first time.
It don't matter the person.
They could charge him.
So wait. So you're saying because he beat the case with that or whatever and it's done, that he could never be tried for domestic violence ever in his life?
He can't be charged for that particular situation. He go out and do another one, he could be charged for that.
Has the one that we saw, they got that one categorized already?
It was in. She described that one in the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. They can't. That's double jeopardy.
If that information, but during that point in their case, he, what's the word? When you get paid the money?
What do you mean?
You know, when you don't,
They came to a negotiation.
So you don't-
They
yeah.
came to a settlement.
settlement. He settled. That's
Oh, go ahead. No, you can.
so he settled without saying he was guilty. So therefore, the actual case still had not been tried.
Let's go, Tony.
It's just basically saying that the
Let's
person
go.
involved is
Let's
okay. The person involved, because we don't have a video of this happening. They're saying because the person that you claim did it is saying, I'll take $10 and let's leave this alone. And that sent the court is being an arbitrator between a victim or an accuser and an accused to make the world keep going without you guys doing any more things out in the world. We just gonna, if y'all agree to that. But if
it get too egregious,
if we get physical proof of something else,
and if we see
the state is responsible to come in and then go, wait a minute, the state is going to charge you with assault and battery.
Them movies you watched in 1995 don't mean nothing right here.
Well, no, double jeopardy is real, but I think people don't realize it literally means Cassie couldn't come back.
Listen, let me tell y'all like this.
If he wasn't,
I could sit here and go back and forth with y'all all day on this, but I could do one even better.
Okay.
We could come back to this. We're being recorded. We'll come back to this in a month, and let's see if the state pull up charges on it. I'm telling you, it's not going to happen because it's double jeopardy.
Yeah, I don't think it will happen. I'm just saying it could happen.
I do think
legally it could happen.
It can. If it could legally, it would.
Okay, remember. Okay, so let's just say this. Remember, like a month ago with this situation, or whenever we was talking about it, it was nothing there, but it was like we all walked away. We was like, if it walked like a duck, quack like a duck, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, and if it's some fire, there's some smoke over there. I believe that there's a fire. So we all kind of drew that conclusion, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I am literally cooking right now. It's food. You can smell it. Like there's remnants of that. You're convinced of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what's happening is happening. So we can't go try to convince ourselves that, you know what I'm saying? We're just throwing these bells when it is what it is. The man is. He's a madman. He's a like Kendrick told Drake. He's a terrible person. You know what I'm saying? Before we was talking about this, like what type of person you have to. You can't even enjoy your shower.
See, and here's the thing. No, he was supposed to be asleep. He was supposed to be asleep. He came out of a sleep. It popped up like, and ran from being asleep. But here's the thing. In that video, that was another showing of how deep. When people say, "Oh, this is so deep in the sea, people, this is all connected." This is almost proven that it is, because if this was filmed. Other people who worked there under a company. Now, what's the thing we know about when you're at like a Walmart or any incorporated place? If they catch something on there, they can be liable. So if he had the ability to get anyone to get that tape and to snuff it out of being circulated, which it seemed like he did because it's not coming out until now, 10 years, whatever later, that means that all of those entities are intertwined in that system. It means that there is this corporate conglomerate mixed with the elite, mixed with the producers. He called.
Of course there is.
I got a question.
Of course there is.
I have a question, and we're gonna unpack as much of this as we're gonna unpack in our time today, so everything runs smoothly. I forgot my question. Go ahead.
So
I forgot my question.
Could someone now, Cassie, no, this is the point. Cassie can now sue the hotel because the hotel had the proof of her incident and did not show it and release it and sold it.
They said CNN had it.
Or whoever. Can she now sue? Well, it's the hotel who has security. It came out of the hotel security.
Yeah.
So it will be the hotel that will be sued, even if that company is switched. Whatever company that is now would be sued because their employee gave a video to a private citizen that showed a criminal act, and that person wasn't able to prove without any refute that what happened to them happened because she didn't have the tape at the time of her case. And if she had the tape at the time of her case, it can be argued now that she would have been worth $500 million instead of 30.
Well, who's to say?
I remember half.
I remember
because we have the proof now. So if she said I want half, we'd be like, "Yep."
Who's to say that they didn't give her the tape? She settled out of court. She might have had the tape.
I remember my question.
That's sort of the point. If she had a tape, she could have gotten way more. All her case was I know these things because I lived them, and these are my truthful, honest word.
But we don't know if she had the tape or not. She could have just
I'm saying that would be released.
Or having
a diamond, she would want to know that.
Or having knowledge that even that tape exists will up the
up
ticket,
the amount. That's what I'm saying.
goes up.
30 million is nothing.
all of
It's
this
only
is-
nothing because she did. It was only her voice,
At the end of the
and it
day,
was like, I'm stopping your voice.
there's a lot of
Here's my
aspects
question,
to
though.
this that y'all not putting in the situation.
I want to ask you, particularly, because you seem to have a different, not stance, but you're looking at this from a different perspective. That's what I'm gonna say. Do you think that what we saw and was probably going on behind closed doors, and we got a glimpse of, do you think that it's enough for them to charge him? That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm trying to get to.
Yes, if she wouldn't have settled and this tape would have went to court.
So you're saying the lawsuit is so all of this, so they're playing in our face
That's
right now.
different of a civil and a criminal
They're
lawsuit.
playing in our face right now.
That was
Basically,
civil case.
what's going on right now is Cassie settled out of court. That would have deaded everything. That's what
That's
Diddy
in a
wanted.
civil
And
case.
somebody is saying, no, we're not letting this go. We want to expose him for who he is. Cassie took the money, so he's not really getting exposed. He can still get out of this.
That's what we was talking about, the state.
But it don't matter. This is all just about putting the proof out there that this is who this guy is, because he's sitting over here trying to deny all. And now that Cassie's been paid off, there's a plausible reason to say that, hey, this didn't even happen. But now whoever this person is that put this tape out is saying, no, this definitely happened. Don't try to scapegoat. And I don't care if you got money to sit here and pay people to try to keep your name cool.
And that's
I'm putting it out there
too. And on top of that,
So-
they are involved with it too.
Did you
Like,
hear?
she
Did you
can
hear
now
how he
sue-
apologized?
She didn't know
Yeah.
that there was a tape. Like from her perspective, she wouldn't have known implicitly that the security camera was right there.
I don't know if
facing
she
this or
had the
whatever
tape or not. I don't know if she had the tape or not. You know what I mean?
My point is, if she had the tape in the civil case when they were talking about the thing, she would have been. It would have been mentioned in the civil case as to. Oh, so she wouldn't have said, "I'm suing. Do you have proof of this?" I do, but I'm not going to show y'all.
Well, no,
She would have showed it, and that would have been the proof for that. So that's what I'm saying. She
she
didn't. It wasn't her who had the
But
tape.
that's the thing. It's not the evidence is not going to be
builder.
written out. The evidence is not going to be. All the evidence is not written out in your initial paperwork. All you doing is
I'm
putting
talking about
you
the full.
putting.
They ran
So
through
that
the full court document
that means that
of
what you were
she
saying,
sued, and the evidence it showed all the evidence that she had.
but that would mean that what you were saying was that because they know about it and they're like, oh, all cards are on the table, so to speak. Then you can't. Everything we know what we know, right? So nothing new can come in. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that. Nothing new.
And my point is that
Listen.
that proves that it was civil because it's a he say she say, and in the he say she say, they're saying if you want to solve this over money, fine. But if we get proof of something as the state, it ain't a matter. We don't care about the he say. You can still sue him. It's good for you, Cassie.
That's the point.
But now the state, on behalf of the people, because now we're with the people. We have now seen someone physically assault someone, and now there's proof that if we have a certain amount of money, they can get out of it, and we know a dollar amount, and that's not fair for the public. So now that's why the state tries these cases, because it has to let the public know, no. You can have to pay for this, and you can still go to jail.
Hey, this is if it's for you, it's for you. But everybody has a dollar amount that gets them out of their character.
Facts.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that's.
But the legal
that's
system
double
isn't supposed to have a
jeopardy.
dollar amount. Is the point? I'm not saying it does. I know it does. My point is that it's not supposed to. And so when it goes in public, that's why it matters when everything is in some form of public media or proof. That's when it sort of has to be acted on, because it's like, oh man, yeah, we're crooks too, but when do we catch bad cops? Is it because some lady just talked about the bad cops in her place? No, she had to have a videotape of the bad cops doing something, and then those cops are tried and sent to jail. If those cops don't have the videotape, guess what? Those cops will just move to another place. Or she's moved over here, or he's moved over here. The people involved can be shuffled, but it's the point of physical proof. Now that it exists, I think that is what separates the line.
No,
I get
it's
what you're
not.
saying if it stayed civil, or if it was a criminal case in the first time, and he was
All right,
found
I
not
have
guilty,
a question. So
then he couldn't be tried again.
let's say we know about the altercation at the hotel. Okay, let's say we know about that, and let's say in this world that it was put in the case, the civil case, and they said this is the one, that one incident we cannot talk about, right? Right?
Now you're getting somewhere.
Okay. They said we cannot talk about that. When we put that there, who's to say? Because 2 weeks ago we was kind of smelling the fire. Now we see the fire. You're telling me I don't see it. The house is on fire right there. Now let's just say in 2 weeks it's a whole nother fire, and it's the exact same instance, but this time it wasn't mentioned in the case. So, do we need more convincing?
Yeah, like what if
Or
there's
is that-
gas station footage that even Cassie for me? If the point is, when you get abused at that level, you're probably getting hit a lot.
She getting smacked
So
up.
now-
She getting smacked up at Sunoco trying to get some gas.
and that wasn't in the case at all.
Boop, boop.
And now the videos
Now
released
you can
from
try that.
Sunoco.
You can try that. That's a different case. You can try that.
But I think that's sort of the point. It's when you have the physical proof. I think that really, for one, I don't think it can be a civil case if you have physical proof.
Yeah,
if you have physical proof, it's just a criminal case.
It's a criminal case.
You can do after the criminal case, you can then sue the person civilly, and that's what happens usually. You know, the victim goes and say, "No, I want half. Now that I've proved it through the court of law and the jury, I want half of it." And that's the point.
Hey.
She would have had the ability to take half of his
And you know
whole
what?
life.
You know what I'm
So
not.
30 million
hold
to
on.
me shows that she didn't have it.
We're gonna be closing this pretty soon, but I'm realizing that 2024, almost the end of 2023, a lot of our generation's stuff that we grew up on, the people that we kind of looked up to, are all falling off. If they're all falling off in a bad way, and their images are being tarnished. Okay, hear me out.
The people we really liked always
People
said.
we really, really liked. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's not what I was saying. The
I ain't
people
never
we
really liked
no,
him.
I'm not talking about
we,
him.
we fucked up.
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm saying the people we really, really liked, like DMX.
You from Harlem?
I'm saying no.
I
Listen,
mean, shit,
listen.
this is
No,
not-
I'm not
That's
talking.
next door. Go ahead.
That's the point.
Think I ain't
I
have
was
people
saying,
in Harlem I
go
ain't
ahead.
like?
The people we always really liked are the people who get kicked out, like the DMXs who always said, "These people ain't let me in, and they want you to do all this crazy shit." He was saying that, and guess what? He's now not alive. That's the point. All the people who aren't alive are our favorite. Biggie, Tupac. Tupac was saying in his music, "This ain't right, this ain't right. The system is rigged for this, that, and that to happen."
Yeah.
And guess what happens? Who didn't sing about the system? P. Diddy. He never sang about the system being messed up. That's my point. Those people, sadly, it shows that like
They're doing what?
Beyonce's of the world. What I mean by Beyonce, not Beyonce as the person, I'm saying the highest stars of the world are almost always in that same grouping, like Diddy, of people who do horrible things. There are people over them who know they do the horrible things, and that's how they can instantly snuff them out and put a new person in. And that's how we get 1 week we're crazy about Madonna, and the next week we're crazy about Britney Spears, and like, fuck Madonna. And it's like, oh, we don't know that behind the scenes, Madonna wasn't doing what she needed to do for this and the other or whatever.
My point in saying that was that it's just over just this last year and a half, a lot of like, even like with the Nickelodeon docs, it was just like a lot of stuff that we watched and the people.
Corny stuff.
Guys, listen. It's all simple.
He got a point. I see.
All
I see what
listen.
everything that was real, and they always talked about like, no, this ain't real, and that person we liked a lot, but we also thought because the cool corny, so he said they were crazy, so we started thinking maybe they are a little crazy, and their thing is no, they start giving me medicine, and they started shooting me up. I wasn't taking it. I just smoked weed.
This stuff. It's like, man, it seemed like everybody try to make all of this stuff complicated, and it's not. It's real.
That's my point.
It's not. It's real simple. There's no conspiracy. I don't feel like there's no conspiracy between people that's sitting there trying to shine a light on anything. If you said you was sitting there saying how Diddy ain't got Diddy doing what he doing, but DMX did what he did. You asked me, they all did crazy nonsense.
I'm sure they did.
They all did. DMX did crazy nonsense too. So at the end of the day, it's just as simple. With money comes power. Once you start getting that feeling in your head, you feel like you're invincible and you can do whatever you want to do, and you start doing wild and crazy shit. It don't matter who you are,
And
whether
that's what we were talking about
you
last
Bill
time. And I
Cosby,
agree with that.
whether you Bill Cosby,
You got the money,
sitting
you
there
find out.
diddling people, you know what I mean, or you Michael Jordan and you out there gambling crazy. Well, it don't matter who you are. Everybody that you could think of that's been at the top of their game, they reach that apex and they feel they untouchable. And every last one of them do some crazy shit. That's just what it is.
Yeah, I think and we talked about that last time. That when you have access to the amount of money that kids make jokes about, you start to forget the answers to the questions that kids make jokes about.
Yeah.
So it's like you find out who will eat a bug. In the room, who will eat a bug? We've all been betted as kids if you'll eat an ant or this bug here. But no one in that community had money, so it never fully flushed out. And no one ended up eating a bug, and except the craziest kid, and who is now, again, like I was saying earlier, out there in the wild. But the average person never got to eat the bug because no one ever gave them a legitimate offer with the actual high amount of money. And now these people in their excess have the amount of money and they're finding out who eats the bugs and for how much.
And they finding out who eats the bugs, and on top of they finding out what people would do for that money. You're seeing what's happening when these people have this amount of money and they start feeling like they're invincible. The things that people will do because they feel like they're untouchable. And that's all we're seeing. You seeing people that's out here that's like, man, look, I'm that guy, man. Can't nobody touch me. I got enough money to pay off people. I got enough money to get this person in my pocket. I could do whatever I want to do, and nobody's going to touch me. And that's when these things happen. Whether it's a politician, whether it's a rapper, whether it's an athlete, all these people, they just got money to do what they want to do, and they do crazy nonsense.
All right. Well, thank you for, man, y'all unpacked that one.
How do y'all feel about it now?
Hey, it's been
Bring
fun.
this to the comments.
It's time for Andrea and Steve Son to roam. Remember, cleanliness travels like defense. Man, just be great at whatever the hell you're doing. I don't even know. I'm all out of answers.
They're gonna have to switch it to Diddy Do It to Diddy Did It. Yeah, the new documentary, Diddy Did It.
Hey, as soon as I turn my TV on, they got the downfall of Diddy on TV.
Diddy Did It.
It's all bad.
Hey.
Like I said, man.
Surviving Diddy. Let's see who's gonna put it out first.
Hey, no, they already got the fall of them. It's right here on right here, right there on the video. Be good or be good at it. Like I said, boy.
I hope we ain't solved nothing. We end up getting bumped off now. I love y'all. None of us are thinking of unaliving ourselves at all.
Hey, y'all. It's been fun. 104 episodes.
Yeah. Till next time.
Bye, y'all.
We'll be back. Try to expose.
How much time you think we got left?
And then they end up dead.
Tony. How much time you think we got left? We got 1 minute.